Good evening, everybody. Um, I know I didn't stream yesterday because I got wrapped up in trying to figure out some stuff with generating AI art. So I just flat out didn't stream. But I'm here tonight, and so we got this Lantern Rite event, and I wanted to at least get through the quests. There's 4 quests they have to do for the event, apparently. I wanted to get through those at least on stream, and then I might go back to God of War and Death Stranding. Because, yeah, basically after I finish, well, after I do the event stuff, I'm just gonna go back to, you know, Genius Invocation and, I guess building Alhaitham, and I don't really want to stream any of that, so we'll just get back to God of War. Let's see what else. Oh, dude. Yeah, I forgot about this. This is... Oh. Wow. Hold on. I never put the game up. Good lord. Sorry about that. Get that up here. Hit the screen. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about this. Luckily, you don't have to log in like every single day, or you like miss one, because you have like basically, I mean, there's 12 days remaining, so you have, so it's probably total like 14 days. So you have 14 days to log in 7 days. So you have to log in half of those days basically to get everything. Anyway, oh no, there's a part 2 to this shit. Oh fuck. Okay. Didn't realize that was gonna be a thing. Okay. Well, damn. Where's my other quest here? Okay, we're not doing that yet. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and let's see, event details. Okay, yeah, we'll do the Radiant Sparks quest first, I guess.
Knows what they find so disappointing about.
All right. Oh, I should have just... Whatever. Oh, man. Alright.
Hey, happy Lantern Rite, esteemed ones. You guys have been having fun? How about going on a special adventure with me? Wow, you called us esteemed ones? Such a great attitude. Recently, we've been having a lot of fun, but Why is Paimon getting a strange feeling that we've met before? You guys are extremely diligent adventurers, so I'm sure we've bumped into each other at some point. I'm Tian Tian. I usually hang out around the Feiyun Slope looking to recruit new people into the Adventurers Guild. Everyone and their cats and dogs passing by have probably heard my voice.
You do look a bit familiar.
Yes, it means my efforts were noticed by you guys. All the more reason for you to experience my masterpiece. At this point, of course we'll lend you a hand. Can you tell us a little bit about your particular adventure? Sure, then I'll cut to the chase. Recently, I came across a new novel at the Wanwen Book House. No, that's not it. Rather, I gathered some new information. I've noticed that people's expectations for adventure are rising, and activities such as climbing and wind gliding are not as exciting as they used to be. In order to get more people to join the Adventurers Guild, we need to come up with more novel and exciting approaches. So I teamed up with a couple of other recruiters, pooled together our resources, consulted a few expert mountain climbers and fireworks craftsmen, and designed a new racing challenge. There are many mechanisms laid out in the challenge. Just step on them and use the momentum from the fireworks and gunpowder blasts to accelerate into the sky. Fireworks? Gunpowder? So that for the challenge you want to blast people into the sky?
Firework flying Paimon.
Why are you so excited? You're also going up. Although with your strength, an explosive barrel bursting in front of you wouldn't faze you. But who knows? It just might blow you away. Not to worry, the explosion is contained inside a tough device. I've taken the necessary precautions to make sure it's safe and injury-free. I've also filed a patent with the Ministry of Civil Affairs and have publicized this event many times. Please do not steal my idea. There are so many hurdles. You've really put a lot of thought into this. As far as I can tell, just doing this racing challenge will stir the spirit of adventure, even in an average passerby. Esteemed ones, your reputation precedes you. If you guys take point on this racing challenge, you'll be sure to attract a lot of people. I have also prepared great rewards for the challenge. They'll be sure to encourage more people to join the Adventurers Guild.
Oh boy, time for Paimon and me to get blown sky high.
Hey, Paimon sees you laughing. As Tian Tian said, it's perfectly safe. Don't you want to give it a try? Then it's a deal. Without further ado, please give it a whirl. There are a lot of tracks for you to try. I'm sure you'll have a good time with them, and I'll get a couple months worth of results. It's a win-win.
Ah. Well then. Okay. Well, I am actually just gonna do all 4 quests and get them out of the way, and then we can do the other stuff. So, okay. Oh, I just took the weird way. Okay. Where are we going here? Okay.
A performance going on at the North Wharf. This notice is so vague. It doesn't say what the show is or who's going to perform in it. Paimon wonders where the location is. But if we can't find it, we could always ask people on the street.
There's a lot of people there.
Ah, Paimon also sees it. Whoa, so many people are gathered here. Maybe just for the show.
Let's ask around.
Fortune and health, peace and wealth.
Hello.
Is there going to be a performance here soon? Yes, there's going to be a paper play. Are you guys here for it too?
Is it a leeway opera?
No, paper plays and leeway operas are not the same thing. Xing, the show is about to begin. Be quiet or you'll affect the performance. Sorry. As for the paper play, you'll know it when you see it.
Honored guests, we will be performing Bravebeard today. Before the show, if you want to head to the restroom or grab a beverage, now's a good time. We will wait for no one when the show begins.
So this performance is actually called Bravebeard, but Paimon has never heard of this story. Shh! We can still hear you even at a whisper. Keep it down. You could talk during intermission selection. Sorry.
Intermission selection?
The story of the Bravebeard is quite long. In fact, it'd be too long to do it all in one go, so Yingong will let the audience pick which scene they want to see during an intermission. Xing, I'm trying to listen to the play. Oh, I won't butt in anymore, I promise.
So, dear guests, what part of the Bravebeard story would you like to see today? Would you like to see mountain-bound, or worshipping adepti? Maybe exorcising demons, or ascension? As long as you can name it, I can perform it.
I want to see the Bravebeard fight monsters. He is so handsome and wins every time. You've seen worshipping adepti and exorcising demons so many times already. Haven't you got tired of it? I want to see the part where the Bravebeard goes home to see his sister. The Bravebeard has a sister? How have I not heard of this? I definitely haven't seen that before.
How impressive! Not many people would request Homecoming. After all, only the real fans know about it. Alright, just in time for Lantern Rite. We will not perform the plots featuring monsters. We shall spin a tale of how lovers end up together. There are 3 characters who shall appear in this scene, aside from our Bravebeard, with whom you are familiar, of course. There is also a lonely girl named Yibing and an honest gentleman named Nanfang.
Do you understand any of this, Harima? Paimon's still confused. So this is a story about a guy called the Bravebeard, right? It looks like there's a lot of supporting characters as well. But so far there's only one performer on stage. And there's a folding screen? How's it gonna work? Hey, someone here has never seen a paper play before.
Eh? Someone in the back asked how I, a lone performer, can be in different places at once and make this performance work? Well, our paper plays may not be as exquisite as leeway operas, but we certainly have our own distinctive flavors. As you may know, the characters in leeway operas are portrayed by real people in the flesh. The actors in our performances, however, are portrayed with paper figures pasted on silk. And leeway operas take place on a large wooden stage. The stage for our performances, however, is but a paper screen on a wooden shelf. Our actors and stages are all made of paper. That's why we call it a paper play. I am the narrator, but I am no actor. You will meet the 3 paper actors in just a moment.
Yanggong, I don't think they know about the Brave Beard either. Would it be okay if you introduced them to his story? You know, the one you always start with. That's called the establishing moment. I've always enjoyed that too. Please perform it for us, Yanggong. Establishing moment. Establishing moment.
It is said that the sky's the limit, but the woes of the world are also limitless. There was once a man named Huang Wang, suffering from human injustice, who resorted to dwelling amongst the rivers and mountains. But by chance he became a disciple of an adeptus, changed his appearance, and grew a black beard. Thus he is known as the Brave Beard. At the behest of the adeptus, he struck down monsters and scared off demons with his sword. The Brave Beard trained for many years and finally acquired the philosophy of the adeptus. Right before he returned to the adeptal abode, he was summoned to recall the past. It turned out that he still had an attachment to the common folks' society, where he had a sister at home. The poor sister, Yibing, was now alone and helpless. She thought that her brother had lived a miserable life, and never imagined that he would return home. As to what happened next, I shall show you right away.
Hey, don't just stand there. Clap.
Clap along.
Is there a rule about when we should clap? Ah, okay.
Thank you all. We are supposed to continue the show, but I can tell that these 2 guests are still a little perplexed. I think it would be better if I ask these 2 to volunteer from the audience by coming forward and assisting me in directing the scene. It will give you both a good look, and it will help the actors move forward on this stage. What do you think?
Hey, why didn't you invite me? I know all about paper plays. You gotta remember to invite me. You just gotta. You've been up there too many times already. Quit making a fuss and enjoy the show.
That's fine by me.
Help direct the scene? That sounds so novel. It's also fine by Paimon.
Then I shall ask you 2 to prepare. As soon as you 2 are in position, the performance will begin. All right. All right. Ooh. Looks like a quest involving Beto, perhaps? Alright.
Long time no see, Harima and Paimon. Happy Lantern Rite. Thank you, Huixing. Paimon also wishes you well.
Happy Lantern Rite.
We've seen that the Alcor has a lot of seaborne goods and decorations, and it's as bustling as in the city. Looking great, no? All of the decorations were hand-picked by the captain. She wanted her brothers and sisters on duty to feel like they were at home for the festival. Not only that, before the Lantern Rite, the captain gave each of us a bonus and organized several big feasts. The food for every feast is ordered from reputable restaurants, such as the Wanmin restaurant, which we always frequent, and Xingwei Kiosk and Lili Pavilion. Everyone ate and drank their fill. Paimon wants to check those out too. Wow, a bonus and a feast? That's great. Paimon had no idea that Beto also had such an eye for detail. Actually, the captain has always been meticulously keeping the fleet's affairs in order. Not only do we crew members get paid very well, but during past Lantern Rites, she's also prepared gifts for our families. Before, the captain got some business information from the Tianxuan on how to improve management strategy for the Crux. The revenue of the fleet has soared, so the captain has also increased our pay. In this way, the crew will be in tip-top shape for any challenge. When the new recruits hear about how well the Crux fleet treats its crew, they'll be extra motivated.
Challenge?
Eh? During Lantern Rite, shouldn't everyone be on vacation? You guys seem to be working overtime. It's not like that, don't worry. The captain has done all the research in advance. Some of the crew were given early leave, while the others were given days off later on. Thus, everyone gets time off, and there will always be someone to man the Alker. I was among the group that got earlier vacation time, and I came back to my post completely refreshed. I'm currently getting ready for my training examination, Vigilance at Sea. Vigilant what now?
Is it a new challenge?
Yep, you guessed it. During the past 2 years, the volume of seaborne trade in Liyue Harbor has been soaring, and many people have joined up as sailors. Taking to the high seas is a matter of patience, bravery, and perception. These are highly demanded qualities. Sailors have to be well trained in order to navigate safely. In addition to obtaining the 4 major qualifications and the 5 minor qualifications, which total 9 navigation-related qualifications stipulated by the Ministry of Civil Affairs, 2 years of maritime training and apprenticeship are also required. 9 qualifications and 2 more years of training? Holy mackerel! That's so demanding. It's no big deal. After all, it's far better to undergo rigorous training in preparation for work than to go out to sea and encountering an unpleasant surprise unprepared. The Ministry of Civil Affairs organizes most of the training courses. Anyone with a passable knowledge of sailing could coast by them. These subjects aren't too difficult. Of course, some ships will also have to traverse dangerous waters, which will hopefully give them some experience. Given the experience of the Crux fleet in dealing with rough sea situations, we and the Ministry of Civil Affairs have organized an intensive navigation training program. Sailors who pass the training will get a deep sea navigation qualification certificate on completion, as well as some rewards prepared by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Considering I have the best knowledge of the surrounding waters, the captain has tasked me with planning this training examination. Wait a minute. Speaking of sailing, you two are pretty good with that wave rider, no? Do you guys want to give it a try? If you don't mind, I would also like you guys to give me some feedback about this test, positive or negative. That way, I will be able to improve it in a timely manner. Well, Paimon wants to see how much skill the crew needs to navigate the high seas. And there's a bonus reward too. It's a win-win for us.
Let's give it a try.
Such vigor. Then I'll mark you guys down for the Vigilance at Sea examination. Please do your best.
Okay.
world do those symbols really mean? What in the world do those symbols really mean?
Okay. There's one more. Alright. Did this area get cleared? Huh. I think it should have been cleared already. Ag, what a headache. Humph. You're the traveler? My apologies, I was too busy. I didn't even notice you. What are you so busy with? Ahem, so it's like this. For this year's Lantern Rite Festival, we of the Leeway Harbor Adventurers Guild have been dispatched by the Ministry of Civil Affairs to help with some tertiary tasks. The Millilith are primarily responsible for patrolling the city and other key areas. We, on the other hand, get to go out and clear out some monsters, along with those good-for-nothing bandits, too. Speaking of which, you're a registered adventurer as well, aren't you? I've heard plenty about your exploits. If you want, you can help us out too. What do you say? What about the Lantern Rite? Well, since we are helping the ministry during a holiday, they're providing additional compensation for our efforts. So, should any adventurers be willing to take on these commissions, they'll be able to collect more rewards upon completing their tasks. Then show me what needs to be done. Haha, alright. I knew you wouldn't just stay idle. I'll be sure to mark down all the locations already confirmed by the guild. Also, please take this miniature launch tube. Should you accept one of the commissions, remember to launch some fireworks after you clear out an area. After you launch the fireworks, we will send someone to designate the area as cleared. And then we will adjust the overall plan in accordance with the areas that have been cleared. That sounds pretty strategic. Yeah, this is the Lantern Rite Festival after all. We can't let anything go wrong. People are more tense than a stretched cord right now. Never mind this for now. I'll go take a look at the situation. Need to make a report to Lon later. Alrighty. Alright. Alright, well, we will start with the Radiant Sky, I guess. Or Radiant Spark, excuse me. Less time taken and the more challenge coins collected.
This is order.
Yeah. Alright. Oh. Okay, I'm not used to it automatically deploying the... Wait, what? How am I supposed to do that and collect all the coins? Whoa! Okay. I hope it collected all of them. I don't know, this is still a little weird. Grab that. Whoa, I just flew right past where I need to land. Okay. Yay. Alright, I got all the coins. I got gold, I think. Nice. Cool. Okay. Alright, let's do this one, I guess. Okay. Right down here. Alright. Bro, how many freaking scenes? Okay. After the performance begins, the actor at a fixed speed. Traps will appear to impede the journey. Okay, well that was easy. It's just the same thing, isn't it? Ah. Okay. Can I, like... Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, yeah, go ahead and hit... Oh. Oh, that's a... Okay. My bad. I didn't realize. Okay. Bro. Okay. Alright. Okay, this is locked. Go to Yibing. Okay. Huh. Well, I gotta get him to turn around. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, whoa. I think we'll just leave it there for now. Hold on. Let's see. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Another 60 Prima Gems. Alright, now we'll do this one. Sea lanes where danger and opportunity. Daughter. Yeah. At the end of the challenge, higher final score will be. Wait. What are, hold on, let me look at the, obtain a score of 500. Okay, that's a little confusing, but okay, whatever. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna do the solo one. After using the skill... Oh, I didn't even get to read all that. Where am I going here? Okay, oh, nice, okay. Oh, I just hit one of the barrels, crap. Okay, that was interesting. Turn, you frickin'... $692? Was I supposed to get, like, more than that? got something here. What's this? Complete homecoming. Oh, okay.
Traveling to other worlds is all that anyone seems to be writing about these days. Goodness knows what they find so disappointing
Okay,
about
well,
their own world.
based on that, I'm probably gonna have to play that like 5 times
What in the world do the symbols really mean?
in order to get 3,000 points. Festive Fever. Okay, so I can get Yao Yao. I've actually already got her. I got her at C1 right now. Bro, that's the funny thing. I like hardly use any leeway characters. Like I just don't use them. The only one I use like a lot is Zhongli, I guess. Right? Cause yeah. Okay, well I guess we'll do this one. Okay, so in this one you actually fight monsters, right? That's what it looks like.
Right here, right now, right here.
I see everything. Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home.
Nothing lasts forever.
Solidify! Yeah.
Use. Oh. Okay. Is that. Hold on. Oh. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I guess we'll just go ahead. Do this then.
Stabilize! I will have order!
Emerge, right here, right now.
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
Gather!
Right here. Emerge, right now.
Bro, why is Zhongli getting
Order guide!
so much? Oh. I just wasted that. that burst just now.
Solidify!
Show them. Emerge, right now.
Everyone hold hands. Midnight Phantasmagoria. Sharing my knowledge.
Gather!
Bro, this is so sad. I don't even really need to be using my skills or bursts or anything, because they are just so weak. Alright. Alright. Well, those don't really take very long, so I guess I might as well just go ahead and go through the second round of this as well. Yeah. Are you supposed to, like, do it? Oh, I think that's the deal. You're supposed to do it twice while she's hovering. That's the deal. Okay. Oh shit, I almost fucked that up. Okay. Okay. Ho ho, look at me. I'm like up here where like nobody ever goes. Alright. I guess we'll go ahead and do this now.
I know this story.
Alright. So, yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay. So... Nice. Okay. What's the best way to do this? Huh, wait, how? Hmm. Okay, I don't see how you're supposed to do this without running into the trap there. Hmm. Okay, I have an idea, but it's gonna be kind of weird. Okay. Um. Wait. Okay, that doesn't work. So what the hell are you supposed to do here? Oh wait. Okay, yeah, my bad. Okay, do this again. Okay. Okay, now you flip this here. Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay. Okay. Um. hmm. Uh. Okay. So. Yeah, but then he's gonna be. Shoot. Okay. 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 Oh, fuck. And how is he supposed to get down? Uh. Okay, let me start over. Okay. Yeah, this is this is actually kind of hard. Um. Now, hold on. What happens if you do something like this? Does he just fall to his death? Okay, yeah. Alright, I was just curious. Um, okay, I think... Okay. Um... Okay, so I'll put this here. Fuck. Okay, that wasn't the answer either. Damn, dude. Uh... Bro, why is this so fucking hard? I mean, it's like... can't really do that because... Bro, this doesn't make any sense. I don't see how this is possible. What the fuck, dude? I mean, is there a way to... I mean, you can't drop them. Wait a second. Bro, why didn't I think of that earlier? I don't know why, it just did not come to me. Alright.
Looks like it's about time for us to meet up with Ganyu. Let's head to Eugene Terrace.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could do that.
The show's about to start.
Let's see, hold on. Do this. Oh. Wait. Why? What? Why? Why is she saying to meet up with Ganyu? Hold up, we still haven't finished everything yet. Oh, okay. Alright.
Good job. This is order.
Emerge. Come on out. Right here.
Jab cross.
I see everything.
A sight to behold.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Solidify.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Free.
Emerge. Right here.
Order guide you. Suffocate.
Take.
Suffocate.
I see everything.
Right now. Emerge. Right now.
Suffocate.
Make sure I collect everything here.
will have order.
Right here, right now, right here.
Make yourselves at home.
Nothing lasts forever. Emerge, right now.
Shadow Raven, let night fall. Take.
Okay.
Counter. This is order.
Show them. Emerge.
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
Okay. Alright, so I guess the only thing left is this. I guess we'll do this one more time. Might want to do the co-op one too, just to see if I get more points that way. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Oh wow, you only get 3 hearts in this mode. Nice. Is there gonna be anything behind us? I guess not. I mean, you could almost see this as a competition, because I have like 68. Oh, good lord, that guy has 157. Okay, well, fuck me. Wait, why did it reset? What's up with that? Oh shit, okay, hold on. Like, trapped. Okay, 1,000. That's better than what I got solo. So maybe co-op is the way to go on that. Oh, fireworks. Okay. Alright, well, I think that'll be it for that. Although now, I guess we'll do... was it this? I think that's what it is, right? Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and do this now. More meeting with Ganyu. Oh no, she's about to fall asleep again.
Greetings, traveler in Paimon. What time is it?
Are you okay, Ganyu? You were nodding off there. Didn't you sleep well last night?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Let's discuss the matter at hand. Since last time, I've been thinking a lot about the story Paimon told me. In essence, someone rescued a drowning man and performed some music. If that were all there was to it, it could have been many people, human or Adeptus. But the tune was allegedly so wonderful that the drowning man forgot about everything else, even his own impending death, and only came to his senses after being brought to shore. Perhaps there was an adeptal power at work in that music that he, as a mortal, could not perceive. Or perhaps he sensed a power surrounding him but lacked the words to describe it, not knowing where it came from. Either way, if this part of the story is true, then the rescuer has to have been an Adeptus.
You really think so? But this story is all the way from Fontaine. Isn't this a bit of a long shot? Also, Paimon's really curious about how people from Fontaine think this fairy lady looked.
Maybe they gave her horns.
Then she looked just like Ganyu. Guess that does technically make sense. Actually, Ganyu, if you had to save a drowning person, how would you go about it?
Huh? Me? Well, I'd get them to the shore, and then I'd probably hide behind a tree and watch them for a while. Once I was sure that they were going to be okay, I'd slip away without a sound.
So stealthy.
Got it. So basically, Ganyu's the type of person who doesn't like taking credit for her good deeds.
No, it's not like that. I'm just not very good at explaining things. And I also find it really awkward accepting other people's gratitude.
Well, what if this Adeptus in the story had a similar attitude? That would explain why she just left without saying a word. She was probably thinking something like, one was merely passing by and saw fit to address this egregious disruption to one's graceful zithering at once. You may
What?
keep your thanks to yourself.
That was actually a very good impression of Cloud Retainer, Paimon. As far as I'm aware, Cloud Retainer isn't the most musically gifted. Still, we can't completely rule her out just yet. If we set off now, we could head to Mount Outsung and ask her about it. You'll be able to confirm either way if it's her, and I can, I've been in Lea Harbor for so long now that I'm just not as familiar with the Adepti anymore. If there's anything we want to know about them, she's the best person to ask.
Sounds great! And we're pretty close with Cloud Retainer by now, so we probably don't even need to bring her food this time, right?
I've prepared a gift for her to mark the festival, just in case. However,
You still have some reservations?
Cloud Retainer spends most of her days studying mechanisms in her abode. She's on her own so much of the time that the moment she has someone to chat with, she just... Never mind. I promised I'd help Mr. Dvorak, and now that I've made the contract, I can't be having second thoughts. Traveler, Paimon, let's set off for Cloud Retainer's abode.
Seems like this is a tough decision for Ganyu, but she's made up her mind now. Paimon gets why she'd be so anxious. Okay, how about this? If Cloud Retainer tries to start telling stories about her again this year, we should pipe up and change the topic. Wait, did she leave already? Hey, Ganyu, wait up!
Well, part one of this quest took like an hour, I think. So we might be here a while. Hmm. Okay.
Paimon's so tired from trying to keep up. Don't either of you need to take any breaks?
I can't believe it. Cloud Retainer is not here.
Huh? Did we miss her?
She doesn't like to travel, so in the past, it's always been the other Adepti who come to visit her during the festivals.
Could she be busy with someone else or something else right now?
True. Now that I think about it, Cloud Retainer would be quite capable of taking care of anything on her own. There's no need to worry about her. Since she's not here, I guess the next step is to check all the other Adepti abodes, one by one.
Uh-oh. Will it involve a lot more traveling? Got it! Paimon has a great idea!
Please go on, Paimon.
Our goal here is to find the Adeptus that helped Dvorak's ancestor, right? We can't hear any music right now, but if she's really as nice as the story suggests, she'd definitely come to help anyone who was drowning, right?
Yes, I think that's fair to say.
So, all we have to do is get the Traveler to pretend to fall into the water, and the Adeptus will come to the
If you're so sure, why don't you try?
You know perfectly well that Paimon can't swim. Paimon would sink like a rock.
I guess I can give it a try.
Just trust Paimon. The water's pretty deep over there. Quick, swim to the very center.
So we're just gonna swim right to where those fish were. Okay.
Help! Help! Someone's drowning! If only there was a kind-hearted Adeptus here to save us! Oh no! Whatever will a Paimon do?
God, that's gotta be some of the worst
What is
acting
going
ever.
on?
Zhao?
How do you feel right now?
Shenhe, and the Conqueror of Demons.
Why don't you say something? Please don't make Paimon explain it. Okay, fine. Paimon will explain. We're looking for an Adeptus who's good at being a lifeguard and playing music. But if the Adepti aren't gonna stay home, then how are we supposed to find them?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, so this Adeptus is most likely a woman.
And I am not an Adeptus, as you both already know, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay, so this is Paimon's fault. No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how awkward this was gonna be.
Sorry for troubling you both.
Glad you're okay.
You're leaving already?
As far as I know, the one you seek is no Yaksha. And one last thing. Your actions here caused others a great deal of worry. Do not repeat them again in the future.
As ever, the Conqueror of Demons comes and goes, just like the wind.
Right. I didn't dare to say a word just now. How's your training going, Shenhe? Have you made any plans for Lantern Rite? We could spend it together in Liyue Harbor if you'd like.
Oh, I had planned to spend the festival with Master this year. However...
Oh, speaking of Cloud Retainer, when did you see her last?
Earlier this morning, she set off for Mount Hulao at dawn. I noticed she was using an Adeptus art of some kind to protect a mechanism that looked like a boiler. Maybe it was a gift for Mountain Shaper. I did not inquire.
So we just missed her. Please excuse me for a moment. I think I'll leave the gift in her abode.
Sure. Thank you.
It sounds like Ganyu and Shenhe have gotten a lot closer recently.
Yes. During the summer and winter, I continued to train with Master. In the other months of the year, I have been learning to adapt to human life in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu arranged accommodations for me in the city, and also recommended several work positions for me. But when I try to blend in by referring to her as Miss Ganyu or Lady Ganyu, like the others, she says I mustn't address her like that. Sometimes I'm supposed to copy other people, sometimes I'm not. It's a little difficult to keep track of everything.
Ganyu gets embarrassed when people call her Lady Ganyu.
Oh, is that what it is? Noted. So, you came looking for Master today because you wanted to ask her about the Mystery Adeptus. Is that right?
Yep. Oh, speaking of that, have you ever heard any music while out training in the mountains?
Music? What is that?
It's... a kind of a happy or relaxing sound. Or, a nerve-wracking sound. Or even a terrifying one.
Okay, I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us. We won't miss her again.
Yay! That's really helpful. Thanks!
We were just talking about this thing called music, and based on Paimon's description, I do believe I hear it every day. Please follow me.
Oh, really? Great, let's go!
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music.
Oh no! Paimon's gone deaf! Paimon can't hear anything!
My condolences, Paimon.
Oh, whew! Paimon hasn't gone deaf after all! Paimon heard you when you just spoke. Anyway, where is this music?
The faint sound of birdsong, the quiet murmur of the streams. These are relaxing sounds. Are they not the music of which you speak?
Oh!
Nope.
Paimon wasn't quite done with the description. Okay, fine. It's all Paimon's fault. What we're looking for are not the sounds of nature, but melodies played on special instruments.
Oh. And a melody is?
Ganyu, why don't you sing that folk song you sing to glaze lilies?
Huh?
Hey, why don't you just sing that one melody Shen has heard before? It'll probably help her to understand what we're talking about.
Alright. What the fuck? The traveler is humming? He's not really singing, he's just humming.
Oh, was that from the opera that Yunjin sang?
That was a melody, and melodies can be called music.
Well, bro, if she's heard opera, then she knows what music is. Come on.
It felt like I was transported back to the past. In my mind's eye, I could see the Zhao lanterns lighting up the night sky
She
again.
could have just told her that, like, what you hear in an opera is music.
We're all there, raising our glasses and drinking to our heart's content on the Jade Chamber. As I watched Yunjin's performance, I felt a warm sensation in my heart. And as the drink reached my stomach, it went from warm to hot. When you hummed that melody just now, feelings from a whole year ago came right back to me, as strong as they were on that day. So that's the power of music.
Wow, Shenhe. That was so deep! Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like a time capsule with all the special moments from our life squished inside. What about you, Ganyu? Are there any melodies that have left a deep impression on you?
I don't remember if my parents ever sang any lullabies to me. I know some local folk songs, and a few other things come to mind too. The songs of the sailors down at the docks, the little ditties that the vendors call out in front of their beloved shops, the tunes of folk artists performing on the streets.
All the sounds of Liyue Harbor.
Yes, that's right. In the past, whenever I heard the sound of those tunes, I always felt that they were worlds apart from me. Nenny and Liyue probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could connect with humans' artistic expression and their sentiments. so I haven't been able to integrate into their community and be a part of their lives. At least, that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did I start to realize that the only barriers are ones that I have erected with my imagination. The way those melodies make me feel isn't all that different from other people after all. They're about mundane details of everyday existence. Life's ups and downs, joys and sorrows. Even though we come from different backgrounds and have different stories to tell, when it comes down to the most common things that we see and experience around us each day in the city, in that sense, we're all the same.
You go, Ganyu! You're really making progress. You have loads of friends in Liyue Harbor when you think about it. Like, okay, maybe some are more like coworkers and bosses. But at the very least, Kuching and Shenna are your friends now, right?
Yes, I am. Technically speaking, we should refer to each other by the conventional forms of address used among fellow disciples. But now that I know what constitutes a friendship, I do believe we are more friends than co-disciples.
Thank you, everyone.
Once the days are warmer, I would like to host you at my home in the city. Please invite Kuching as well. I've planted many types of flowers. I'm sure some of them will be to your taste.
You are too kind. I couldn't possibly.
Nonsense. You are my friend. I have cultivated and cared for the flowers just as you taught me. Once you've seen them for yourself, I am sure you can advise me how to do an even better job next time. I will save some for decoration. We can feast on the rest.
Then, thank you in advance. Wait, what is that saying again? If you insist?
Do people say that? I'm not completely sure either.
It doesn't matter, okay? You got the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned about your idea of a girls' night out. Eating flowers? Really? Does this have anything to do with you both being the disciples of that illuminated bird?
I doubt Kuching will be munching on any flowers.
Who dares refer to one not by one's Adeptus title, but merely as that illuminated bird?
Master.
Our greetings, Cloud Retainer.
Ah! There it is! The illuminated bird has landed!
Double humph. Now she has the gall to use it rather than she, even after being chastised once already? Barely a moment has passed since we last met, and yet your impertinence has reached new heights. Very well. If you refuse to learn your lesson, one shall scold you no further. One has received your message from Ganyu. On the matter of the Adeptus you seek, one suspects to know their identity. Well, shall one lead the way?
Yes, please, Cloud Retainer.
I still have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone here.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
Happy Lantern Rite, Shenhei.
If you want to release a Shao Lantern, come and find us anytime.
Thank you, everyone. Happy Lantern Rite to you too.
Looks like that one's already been opened. I do have a leeway key for Shrine of Depths, but I can't find the one that I haven't opened yet. So, alright, yeah, no. This isn't it. Okay, well, just head over here.
Is this Quaily Plains? Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us here?
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong, but have you ever heard of her?
I'm not sure.
Guizhong is another name of Agentis, the god of dust. She was extroverted in nature and adored social gatherings and inventions alike. Long ago, this region was yet a prosperous assembly. Guizhong often invited her friends to visit her home, reserving for us seats around the largest stone table. Sea Gazer would always bring out his latest treasure and place it upon the table. He could be quite the braggart. Though usually a mild-mannered fellow, when it came to those collectibles he was so fond of, he always loved to show them off.
Paimon remembers that name. So that's what Sea Gazer was like.
He was an old friend and a former rival. One has many memories of him. Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably become the center of attention. Neither Guizhong nor one was content to let him just steal the spotlight. So we would then also present our proudest mechanical creations. As Adepti, we were each gifted in our own ways, and naturally proud of our accomplishments in our respective fields of expertise. As a result, one often quarreled with Sea Gazer. His treasures were not even of his own making. He just used his exploration skills to dig them out of the ground. How, pray tell, could he compare to me, when every single one of one's accomplishments were crafted by one's own hand?
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
One digresses. Regardless, every time an argument occurred, Guizhong would come over to watch us during our mutual lambastics. On some occasions, she would join in, and on others, she'd take one of us by the limb and start uttering the most ridiculous nonsense.
What kind of nonsense?
No kind of nonsense were we spared. Sometimes she would brazenly opine, why argue between yourselves when neither of you could ever hope to beat me? Other times, she would make unsolicited suggestions, such as, once you two are done arguing, let's go to the foot of the mountain and grill some meat. She always sought to make everyone happy, and one must say, she had quite the gift for it. No matter what nonsense she said, one never felt bothered or offended. It also helped that she never referred to one as that illuminated bird or lady bird.
Come on, get over yourself!
Anyway, just as our impassioned arguments would reach the apex of acrimony, Marchosius would bring his delectable dishes to the table. Who would dare snub the stove god and his wondrous creations? At the sight of him, we would all immediately drop the argument and prepare the table for a night of feasting and drinking. Back then, one was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Can you see yourselves ever enjoying a drink from a square cup?
Oh my god, I'm falling asleep. That does sound annoying.
Precisely. So, as you can see, even one as great as Rex Lapis was not immune to making the occasional blunder. Even one could never find fault with Marchosius's cooking. As we ate, Guizhong would continue to find topics for conversation, filling the table with humor and laughter. Each of those old fossils had their character flaws and points of obstinacy. So why was it that whenever we dined together, we always had a marvelous time? We would drink together from a spot high in the mountains until the moon set and the sun rose, and only then would the banquet finally come to an end. Streetwood Rambler would often remain to admire the flowers with Guizhong before returning to her own abode. The glaze lilies were far more abundant back then. Entire fields of them would appear to the eye as a veritable sea of flowers.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Streetward Rambler?
That would be Ping. You probably know her as Madam Ping.
Oh, okay. Wait, this is a lovely story and everything, but didn't we come here to find that Adeptus from Mr. Dvorak's story?
Yeah,
Or
I know.
are you
You almost
saying that
freaking forgot,
it was
didn't you?
Guizhong? Didn't
How
she, already,
sleep-inducing this is.
Alas, long has one avoided this place for precisely that reason. The sights here are a reminder of a time long gone, and evoke much sorrow. One should have guessed that you would disrupt one's poignant moment of mourning with your incessant questioning. No matter, one will share the whole story with you now. In times gone by,
Oh,
one
God.
quarreled oft
Are
with
you
Guizhong
serious right now?
concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations. But Rex Lapis declared that Guizhong's Obscuro Vulpus mechanism was superior. Though one was too proud to acknowledge it, in one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was
Bro,
indeed the
why does
superior
she look like
talent in mechanical
Kason?
arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul, an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly, until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili Plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetwood Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetwood Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many Lantern Rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished socializing. One's dealings with Guizhong were born out of discussions on the discipline of mechanics.
What? You have loads of friends, and you seem pretty chatty.
Just because one is not ignorant of social graces does not mean one is fond of them. One is perfectly capable of partaking in conversation despite being introverted. But in the end, one is nothing like Streetward Rambler. She is dauntless but thoughtful, not to mention eloquent and wise. Moreover, her friendship with Guizhong was far greater than one's own. Back when they were rivals, they would often compete against one another in the realm of musical composition. That cleansing bell was one of Guizhong's proudest works, having the ability to both compose and perform.
Wait, that's weird. Didn't Madame Ping say she pestered an old friend for that bell? And she also said something about being a vain beauty when she was young or something.
Streetward Rambler, a vain beauty. My foot. That bell has a sad history. Clearly, she refrained from sharing with you the truth of its origins, since the right time had not yet come. As for her old friend, who else could it be? As soon as Streetward Rambler heard that a certain Zhang Li wished to borrow the bell, she realized that the man was none other than Rex Lapis, and that he had made an enormous decision. After all, we all have known each other for several millennia. Some things between us are implicitly understood.
Whoa! So they were talking in secret code? Oh, Paimon did not see that one coming.
Enough of your intrusions. Where was one up to? Ah, yes. One remembers now. The cleansing bell is powered by a mechanical art, and can be used to great effect as an accompanying instrument. After the passing of its creator, it was used on numerous occasions during rites of parting. But Streetward Rambler did not acquire it from Rex Lapis for the purpose of producing further funerary tunes. No. Each time she rang it, it was to play the tune that Guizhong composed on it. The two once clashed over their beliefs about the meaning of music. Who would have thought that with Guizhong's passing and Streetward Rambler's mourning, two tunes composed in discord would eventually become one harmonious composition? Once upon a time, Streetward Rambler also loved gatherings, liquor, and music. But after Guizhong passed, she preferred her own company. She could often be found sitting alone at a mountain summit, contemplating and reminiscing with her zither.
Bro, what does any of this have to do with finding that Adeptus or whatever the hell that Dvorak's looking for?
The music would go from mournful to soothing to impassioned. Many years passed before she finally composed a melody to her satisfaction. In celebration, she played the tune to the clouds. Regrettably, one has only ever heard her play that tune once. Which brings one back to the matter you've been investigating. Perhaps it was during that performance that the ancestor of your Fontaine friend fell into the water and was saved by Streetward Rambler.
But if she was so happy with the melody, why would she only play it once?
One was also greatly perplexed by this. After suppressing one's curiosity for a long while, one finally approached her and asked why she would retire the tune after having spent so long on it. In response, she said, "Though the strings that played that melody survive, the one who inspired it is gone. Tell me, Cloud Retainer, when the one attuned to my soul is no longer here, who else could hope to understand this tune?"
Aw, poor Madam Ping.
I just remember being taken care of by you when I was young. Once the Archon War came to an end, I stayed behind in Liyue Harbor to honor my contract. Although I met Guizhong a few times, I never knew anything of this particular story.
Guizhong was quite the visionary, but tragically passed before her time. Her manuscripts still lie unfinished in the realm of clouds. Blank pages give one cause for contemplation on what might have been. Had you not decided to search for that mystery Adeptus, perhaps these stories too would have been lost to the sands of time. As of now, you know the truth. That the Adeptus who rescued the drowning man was none other than Streetward Rambler. Do you intend to discuss this with her?
Do you mean Ping might find the topic too distressing?
Precisely. The passing of our old friend is a heavy topic that both of us are usually careful to avoid.
If I may be so bold, Cloud Retainer, could it be that this is just your own personal opinion?
Oh? How so?
I've been in Liyue Harbor for quite a long time now, and I've witnessed many farewells along the way, so I too am well acquainted with the pain of the passing of a loved one. But this doesn't bring the city or its people to a standstill. They have to keep moving forward. Someone as perceptive and wise as Ping will surely have come to understand and embrace this. Though these immortal mountains have lost an Adeptus, the harbor of mortals has gained a wise elder. No loss can ever be undone, but there is always much that can still be gained. Ping has helped countless people, and will guide many others in the years to come. And all to whom she extends a helping hand become her friends. People she can admire flowers and discuss music with. Though it is heartbreaking to lose a kindred spirit, life goes on, because there are new friends waiting for you further down the road.
Ganyu is right.
We even asked Madam Ping what she thought about adding a music festival to this year's Lantern Rite. When we get back, why don't we just ask her if she'd like to perform? Maybe we can even get her up on stage.
You youngsters and your imaginations.
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long time since you last spoke with Ping, and Liyue Harbor is always decorated so beautifully during the festival period.
Is not every Lantern Rite the same in this regard? Were there ever anything new to discuss? One in Ping could meet any day of the year.
I disagree. Each new day and each new year is different from those that have come before. How long will you simply let them pass you by?
If nothing else, do it for Ganyu.
The edibles she brought this time were indeed quite delectable. Very well. Then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
All right. We should be getting back to the harbor as well. We don't want to keep her waiting. Once the Guili Assembly, now the Guili Plains. Say, if we planted flowers there, and cared for them carefully enough, do you think that one day we'd be able to recreate the sea of glaze lilies?
Allow one to take back one's praise from a moment prior. You are still far too given to flights of fancy, child.
What? Cloud Retainer? You were still listening?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you. This time, one is departing in earnest.
Okay. Bro, after that long-ass frickin' story, we have to go to Madam Ping. Oh god, make it stop, please. Why? Oh boy.
Whoa! Madam Ping? And Cloud Retainer?
It appears you made haste after all. One arrived but moments before you.
Oh, bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice of you all to come and visit me.
Dude, we literally just visited you 2 days ago.
Miss Illuminated Bird, haven't you said anything yet?
Said what, precisely? And why should one be tasked with saying it?
Cause you're the one who's known Madam Ping the longest.
Street word. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to be addressed as Ping?
Oh, Cloud Retainer, you are uncommonly polite today.
One, Given that Lantern Rite is almost upon us, the weather in the city is most pleasant, and a sweet floral fragrance lingers in the air. Ganyu, please continue from here.
Huh? All right. So, this all started because we were trying to help Mr. Dvorak find the Adeptus who saved his ancestor's life. Cloud Retainer informed us that the one who played that melody and rescued the drowning man was none other than yourself.
Ah, let me think. Yes, I do believe I recall that encounter. What a long time ago that was. I'm surprised that you still remember it. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived this long at all, when mortal lives are so very brief. It appears that she has proven herself right once again.
Who's she?
We like to call her Guizhong. From the look in Cloud Retainer's eyes, I sense that she has already told you all about her.
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
There is no harm done. After all, Lantern Rite's very purpose is to commemorate the heroes who gave their lives for Liyue. Although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today, she was as much a hero as any other.
So how has she proven herself right again exactly?
Once upon a time, she said to me that humans were a weak form of life that she wished to protect with her wisdom. But as she interacted more and more with them, her opinions on them began to change. She marveled at the beautiful complexity of their spirits, the sheer splendor of all they could accomplish through their hard work and intelligence. She told us that to underestimate human potential would be to make a grave mistake. With the smallest amount of guidance, enormous power can be unleashed in them. And a human who has reached their full potential may well be her equal. Someone who could have as much to teach an Adeptus as to learn from them.
She always had a way with words. That her mechanical accomplishments were judged superior to one's own was, one suspects, in large part due to her sheer eloquence.
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer, do you still remember that potted plant mechanism? The one that the two of you gave me as a gift?
Of course. Guizhong and one both put an immense amount of effort into that gift. It would be no overstatement to call it a testament to each of our individual technical genius.
As Guizhong once said, it takes every blade of grass and every flower to make a homeland. When I see the sight of Liyue Harbor before us today, I am reminded of this.
Madam Ping looks very emotional right now.
Well, she's been through a lot in her time.
Of all of us, it was Guizhong who was the fondest of these grand and exciting occasions. If she were still with us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's finest works at every opportunity.
Liyue Harbor is always filled with the sound of music at this time of the year. If she were here, one is certain that she would seek you out to discuss and debate the virtues of various melodies.
Oh yeah, music! We've been dying to ask. What was the melody that you played back then? Oh, also, with you being such a music expert and all, why don't you join the concert as a performer?
I can make arrangements right away.
Oh, as much as I don't wish to dampen your enthusiasm, it's been a long time since I played this zither. My fingers don't have the dexterity they once did, and whenever I play that tune, it always reminds me of her. I start wondering what she would think of the changes I have made to her melody. There was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was back again. Sitting right there on the stone stool next to me, chatting away. Skybracer and Seagazer too, looking just like they did in the old days. No matter how much time goes by, the moment that melody starts playing, it transports me right back to that time in my memory.
So the past still weighs heavily on your heart?
Oh, I would be lying to myself if I claimed to have completely moved on. But that is not to say that grief doesn't get easier with time. Despite the sadness, I have found many things that bring me joy in life. It is simply the nature of the world in which we live that even if one wished to mourn for an eternity, it would be a nigh impossible feat. Just look at this potted plant. Isn't it stunning?
It takes an honest and open mind to confront and conquer grief. You have indeed made progress.
Be that as it may, I shall leave the Lantern Rite stage to the youth of today.
Well, if you're sure.
Granny! Whoa, what's everyone doing here? Did something bad happen?
Ah, and now we've spooked Yanfei. No, everyone's just here to give me their regards for the holiday.
Oh, that's wonderful, I'm glad. Well, in that case, happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, I just remembered that I have some, work to do at Yuehai Pavilion that I need to discuss with Yanfei. I haven't been able to find a chance until now. I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable hands. Cloud Retainer, Ping, we will be off for now.
Huh? Does it have to be right now? Which case is this again? Hey, Ganyu!
It seems Ganyu still has much to learn when it comes to the art of deception.
What a pity. She has learned nothing of one's ability to carry a conversation.
Since it's been so long, Cloud Retainer, why don't you stay? I'll make a cup of tea and we can chat a while.
Gladly. This was one's intention as well.
When you next see the Fontaine musician, please give him my regards. I'd like to wish him the very best with the concert.
You got it, Madam Ping.
Thank you all. I think you've listened to enough of my nattering for one day. As for that melody, I will play it for you all another time. Goodness knows I need to practice it first.
Wow, that'd be great. We'll look forward to it.
When that time comes, whoever her spirit may be among the countless grains of sand and specks of dust between the harbor and the mountains, perhaps she will look at the Liyue of today and steal a smile when she sees the prosperous land that it has become.
All right, let's go tell Mr. Dvorak the news.
All right.
Mr. Dvorak! Ah, and Kuchin's here too! Thanks for helping set all of this up.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Really, really well. We found the person Mr. Dvorak was looking for.
Are you serious? I see. So the melody my ancestor heard was an adeptus remembering her late friend? That certainly explains why it was such a powerful and poignant tune.
Huh. That's a really interesting first reaction. Guess that comes with having a musical mind.
I have to say, though, it's hard to believe that the fairy from the tale is now an elderly granny.
Oh, Paimon knows exactly what you mean. Normally, Adepti don't age at all. But Streetward Rambler, or Madam Ping as we know her, probably only became old because it's what she wanted for herself.
Madam Ping possesses vast knowledge and great wisdom. Whatever physical form she may decide to take, her mind and wits are as sharp as they come.
Yep, Kuching summed it up perfectly. That's exactly what Paimon was trying to say.
I think... yes. I must thank her in person. That can wait until after the concert, though. For now, I need to devote all my emotional energy to the performance.
Ah, speaking of, Madam Ping wishes you all the best at the music festival. Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that she'll stay in her usual spot, but listen to the performances from afar.
Wait, are you serious? Huh. Oh no, now I'm starting to get nervous.
Relax.
Okay, alright. Nope, another rehearsal is in order. Please excuse me, everyone.
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone. Paimon wasn't even finished telling him everything. Before we set off on our search with Ganyu, he asked us about what music means to people. After our recent adventure, Paimon thinks we have a lot more to say about that now.
Please, Share your insights with me.
Well, we found out that music can be used for good, but also for bad. It can make people happy and moved, but it can also be sad and bittersweet. And music is like a kind of memory written in people's hearts. It can put you in touch with feelings from a totally different time and place.
Pretty much, though there was more to it than that.
It sounds like you had an eventful trip. Don't worry, I'm sure Ganyu will fill me in on all the details shortly.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna carry on working?
Mm-hmm. Just a few things to wrap up. All the groundwork is done. As long as everyone enjoys the festival activities, all our efforts are worthwhile.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
Whew. That should be everything taken care of, right? Oh, no, wait. Paimon feels like she's forgetting something. What was it? Oh, it feels like it was a while ago. Shoot! Latent... Wait, no. Anyway, fancy bamboo shoots!
Made from nascent bamboo shoots.
Zhang-Li said he wasn't in a hurry, so if we went now, there's probably still time, right? Anyway, even if we don't make it, it's not our fault. He could have totally picked them by himself. Ugh. Anyway, let's go check with him at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Da 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 da. Da da da. Oh.
All right, let's take a break here.
Wait, so what's Hu Tao
Oh
doing?
wow, look who it is! Are you here to hang out with everyone's favorite funeral director?
So you're just casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor? In broad daylight? Okay.
Oh. She's a rapper, okay. Wow.
After everything we've been through, you don't see me for a hot minute, and you're back to being scared of your own shadow. We have all this open space, a clear view of the mountains behind and the sea in front. Not to mention we have several invisible audience members enthusiastically cheering us on. It's the perfect spot to rehearse.
Invisible audience members?
Gotta say, it took me a few days to get used to Director Who's way of talking.
Xinyan was pretty spooked too when she first got here. Just like when she sees a frog, but a giant frog with sharp teeth.
Come on, knock it off.
What's wrong? I've never seen someone look so confused before. Well, don't worry, because Director Who's here to explain it all. There once was a Fontaine musician who went around town on a mission. He came door to door for his iridescence tour, looking for acts to audition. With my words, Xinyan's courts, and Yunjin as our mentor, we'll take the stage by storm with flames roaring and the whole audience calling for more.
Heck yeah.
For sure! The whole dance floor will be yelling encore! Encore! Oh, now Paimon's rhyming along. But when you say flames roaring, are you sure this will be safe?
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm pretty experienced on the stage, and I've already informed the Yuhong of all the pyrotechnics we're planning on using.
Huh. Guess we'll just have to trust Xinyan on this one.
Have you seen Zhang Li, Director Who?
Oh, Zhongli. He took one of those fancy meal boxes and set off for the mountains. Said he wanted to pay a visit to some old friends. It's a real pity that he couldn't be around for this. As well as being a true connoisseur of traditional art forms, he's able to appreciate Xinyan's performances too.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, he was the one who first invited me to perform here. To tell the truth, though, I never thought I'd really find myself rehearsing here one day.
Well, now you know. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is a great location. All of you are always welcome to come and hang out here, especially if you're in the mood to try something new. I can speak to that. Hu Tao is always full of fun surprises.
And jump scares.
Actually, Xinyan, I have some lyric ideas for your part. Do you want to go through them together?
Oh, sure thing. I'm all ears.
Oh, Traveler in Paimon, I believe Zhongli was heading to Mount Hulao, so make sure you're hiking up the right hill. When you see Zhongli, please pass on this message to him. It's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. You should join us too. It'll be a riot. If there's one thing I've learned from being a funeral director, it's how to throw a party.
Okay. Let's see.
It's illuminated deer and illuminated bird number 2.
Greetings, everyone. Long time no see.
A familiar face. Have you come from Liyue Harbor? How is the city nowadays?
Everything's great, but you know, if you're so curious, you can always go and check it out for yourself.
In fact, Mooncarver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng in recent times. I believe the sights of the city are quite familiar to him.
Zhongli, here you are. We've brought the bamboo shoots you wanted.
Impeccable timing. Traditionally, bamboo shoot soup ought to be slow-cooked for many hours on low heat. Using Adeptus arts to hasten the process is something of a shortcut.
Wait, that mechanism, is that?
Indeed. Cloud Retainer kindly lent me her supreme cuisine machine.
Can we not just call it a cooking machine? Actually, never mind. She seems to take a lot of pride in her mechanical gizmos, so it's probably best if Paimon doesn't go changing the name willy-nilly.
I trust that you found the answers you were seeking during your recent journey?
Yes.
Excellent. The past should be remembered, but not overly dwelt upon. Our journey should be seen as a means to take on more from the world around us. When the bamboo shoot soup is ready, I must insist that you try some for yourself.
Of course.
Oh, Zhongli, Hu Tao told us to tell you something. She said, it's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. When she says performance, she must mean the Lantern Rite Music Festival. As for the banquet, she didn't tell us anything more about that, but she invited us to come as well.
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 Adepti friends of mine tonight. Please, give Director Hu my best wishes for the performance. As for the banquet, since the Director insists, Far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
Yay! Then we'll see you there?
Absolutely.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
Thank you. I will examine it right away. The appearance is exquisite, and the aroma rich and intense. The craftsmanship of this machine is commendable indeed. Since you came all this way, you should not leave empty-handed. Please, take some soup. It tastes most exquisite while still warm.
Golly, this really is a long quest.
I'm honored to be here on the Iridescence Tour stage. All right, without further ado, I'm Xinyan, this is Hitao, and this is a little something called...
The Blaze Lilies!
I'm up here blazing trails through the midnight sky, lighting up the world below. And when the crowds all hear my voice, they'll meet the spirit of rock and roll.
Let's go! Hey, you butterfly, you two buzzing by, guiding your way to the afterlife, opening the path without a fright. Oh, I'll light the fire, watch it blaze across the universe. I'll spit my rhymes, watch your step, or you'll get burned. Hey, woo!
Does anyone have any plans tomorrow?
Okay.
With another year behind us, I think we deserve a celebration of our own. My treat. Interested?
The Tianquan footing the bill? I can't miss out on that.
Master, listen!
May the year ahead be a blessed one.
I believe it shall be.
Master, the Xiao Lanterns,
Ha! Elementary. One shall fashion for you a Xiao Lantern, the likes of which the world has never seen. And you must take it to Liyue Harbor to display its magnificence for all.
Listen! That must be Madame Ping!
Alright. I mean, wait, what? Aren't there like more parts to this? I thought there were like... Okay, there is an epilogue. Okay. So... Comes out in a couple days. Looks like. Alright, Okay, I'm gonna, I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Every journey has
Gonna
its
take
final
a
Don't
quick
rush.
break here. Okay, I am back. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and stop here for tonight.
Boats are made for transferring commodities.
And yeah, I think that's probably gonna be all that I stream for this game. For the 3.4 update. So I think we'll go back to doing
Add Astra.
God of War Ragnarok tomorrow. And yeah, but for now I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to Majikoi and do that for a little bit.
港ソフト。マジで私に恋しなさい。
Okay. Alright, so last time we did the final whatever you call it, the character select scene for Miyako, which officially puts us in the Miyako route. So that will be the first character route that we complete. And this is the start of it right here, so let's go ahead. Today was June 7th. 1 month since Chris and Mayuchi joined. Everything around us was livelier than ever, but there was more to my school life than mere chaos. There was a girl I couldn't get out of my mind. Shina Miyako. Her history of being bullied had led her to close her heart towards others, but she constantly expressed her love towards me, her childhood friend. Every day she attacked me with her sensuality, and it wasn't that I didn't enjoy it. I had started to consider that I should stop holding myself back. Maybe it was just a matter of time. After all, I was catching myself thinking about her more and more. It was like we just needed something to push us over the edge. But what would happen between us? At Kawakami Academy, oh, sorry. How is Christian Frederick doing? She's entered into Kazuma's group. She's a wonderful girl. I'm sure there will be no trouble at all. We must value her appreciation for Japanese culture, no? And Maro is impressed by both her noble blood and the manners that it engendered. Mr. Ayanokoji, couldn't you put a rest to worrying about people's bloodlines? Silence! Maro is from Oshu Hiraizumi. Would you spit upon Maro's noble bloodline? Look, I don't give a damn. Now then, with Chris having transferred here, We must send them a student in exchange. Them being Kawakami Academy's sister school in Lübeck, Germany? I'll ask the sophomores who've expressed interest in studying abroad. Alas, they've set a condition for the student. Which is? As I'm sure you're aware, Kyudo Japanese archery has grown prominent internationally, and Germany is no exception. Yes, that's so wonderful. It's been difficult for Kyudo to get a foothold overseas, since it's up against Western archery. But it's finally doing it, huh? Kyudo and Kendo could even become Olympic sports someday. Oh, that doesn't seem too likely. Lübeck in particular is becoming more interested in Kyudo. They've specifically requested a student talented enough to teach the students there. Well, that's a big responsibility. Chris's father may have given them the impression that Japan is filled with high-caliber individuals, so he thinks such a request is all but trivial. So that is the level of student we must search for. A sophomore who can study abroad and is talented in archery. You are the archery club's advisor. Can you think of any? Shina Miyako would fit those requirements. Oh, the Shina's only daughter? They certainly wouldn't be disappointed by her skill. Hers is a warrior family, too. Their skills were renowned during the Sengoku era, known as Shina of the Bow. There are no complaints to be had when it comes to her skills, no? However, Maro does not see her displaying any sort of cooperative spirit. And that mother of hers is a vile creature. Yes, she will likely refuse to go. Would you be willing to ask her anyways? If that's what you want. Miss Kojima, that whole conversation was a bit of a downer, wouldn't you say? So why don't you join me for drinks, and we can figure out a strategy. I will decline. Another strikeout. You need to work on your lines. Maybe I should show you a thing or two. Hey, wanna have some oolong tea with me down in Odaiba? I will decline. Ugh, my pride. Burned to ash. Good grief. You proposed to her too matter-of-factly. So began the summer of 2009.
Yamato, かっこよく起きて、朝だよ。
It's too early for you to be the boss of me. I'll just stand up.
朝一おっぱい。
Press them against me all you want. My will won't waver.
今日から夏服になったんだよ。
Yes. Wait, if we're in Miyako's route, then why are we still... like, thinking about Momoyo? Alright. I'll just put she looked cute in these too. You look cute in these too.
そんなに褒められると想像に心しそう。
They have a bun in the oven? The fuck is she talking about? No! Never say that word again! We were all headed to school together, or so we thought. Guys, what happened? I'm asking you, Wonko.
おう、あとは発表を待つばかりだな。
運気が強い人といると自分もその運気がもらえるって聞いてピンときたの。キャップとずっと一緒にいる私たちもそろそろ運気強くなってるんじゃないかって。
普段宝くじなんて買わねえからな。ビギナーズラックってこともありえるぜ。車だな。まだ免許持ってないけど取って車。
トレーニング機器を購入しましょうよ。ガクトだって筋肉作ってパワー系極めたいでしょ。
それは普通に筋トレでもなんとかなるじゃねえか。
効率よく鍛えるマシンで努力すればさらに強く。
Okay, now they just flipped her around so the words on her shirt are backwards.
俺様はワンコほど修行バカじゃねえからわからん。
ガクトに車なんて似合わないって。
The hell?
どういうことだてめえ。言葉の暴力か。100万当てても俺様の車に乗せてやんねえ。
じゃあ私も器具に触らせない。
Oh, she's flipping around like she's 2D or something.
階層ここまで。こんな感じよ。どう思う？
You didn't even wait to win the lottery before you started fighting over the money?
なんとか言ってやってよ、キャップ。
それだけの金あればどっか秘境に暴言だろ。
いや、論争に加わらなくていいから。
そ
の。
それだけじゃねえんだぞこの犬っころ。俺様のチャームポイントである髪にチョップくれやがった。
悪いんでしょ。
一晩中痛かったんだぞこのワンコ。
おっと捕まってたまるかデカブツ。ビーだ。
てめえ犬笛発動。
体が勝手に歩いていく。
ハンサムシッペ。野良犬を駆除したぜ。成仏しろよ。
That is messed up. She dragged at Gakuto's legs as he walked. And he tumbled to the ground.
コンビニで並んでてさ、お次のお客様どうぞって隣のレジ開くとなんか得した気にならない？
ああ、まああるよな。でも可愛い姉ちゃんがレジ打ってる時は動かないな。店員をじっと凝視して照れさせるのが面白いんだ。
100均で1個少なく数えられた時も得した気分。
それは申告しようよ。実際得しちゃってるし。
得した気分になるトークもいいですけど、
喧嘩してるお二人は。
まあ勝手に仲直りするんじゃね？
私はそう信じている。
Translation, she wouldn't do anything. This is nothing unusual. They'll be good friends again in a day or two.
それでもここでヤマトが喧嘩を収めたら、マユッチ尊敬の眼差しでヤマトを見るぜ。
軍師として手腕を見せてくれ、ヤマト。
Gakuto, no girl likes a guy who beats up on girls. Wonko, if you don't act mature, you'll never catch up to your sister.
この場は引いてやる。命拾ったな、小娘。
ガクトなんてベンガルドラに噛まれちゃえ。
There, I stopped the fight.
根本的解決になってないだろうが。
That's up to them. They'll be fine. Let them work it out.
と言いはしますが、ここは私がなんとか。マユッチの気持ちは分かった。私に任せて。ありがとうございます。そのうちマユッチも喧嘩風景になれると思うけど。
After school in room 2F.
めんどくせえけど掃除すっか。ってなんでお前がいるんだよ、ワンコ。
仕方ないでしょ。ミヤコに代わってって言われたし。
まあいい。俺様が机運ぶ。掃除しとけ、小娘。
言われなくてもそうするわよ、タコ。
そんな柔らかそうなのと一緒にすんね。
雑巾雑巾。ああ、もう位置高いな。
She jumped to reach it.
へへ、ちっこいのが困ってら。
うるさい。
お前じゃちっこいから大きな俺様が掃除してやる。
おお。じゃあ机運んでおくわ。
よし、あとはゴミ捨てだな。しった。はい。気が利くな、モンプチ。さすが俺様の家来だ。
誰が家来よ。半分持つわ。恩着せられたくない。
ああ、さっさと帰ってドラマの再放送見てえぜ。
どのドラマよ。
華麗なる一族ってやつだ。女優に色気あっていい。
ああ、あれキャラはともかく話は面白いわね。
On the way home.
やっぱ義士が港に駆けつけるシーンいいよな。
しぶたくの演説シーンもいいわよね。
すっかりいつも通り話しているではないか。
ヨドバソカメラ寄ってドラマの DVD 買うか。 DVD には特典映像あるからな。
あ、それじゃあ私も行く。ポイントカードでお得な買い物をするのよ。作戦その1で速攻仲直りか。早い早い。 ごいですね、みやこさん。あ、本当に1日で修復するとは。
オーバーだって。私ほとんど何もしてないよ。
Wait, why are they praising Miyako? I thought Yamato was the one who told them to quit fighting or whatever.
それでもありがとうございます。
I was sitting around reading a book.
来た。
Miyako came in and joined me, and without another word, we each read our own book. But I didn't mind the silence. We were close, but not too close. When things got tough on her, she would sometimes lean against me as we read. Would it have been better for me to force her to keep some distance between us? But this was relaxing for me too, being with her. Miyako, come to think of it, I hear you mediated the fight between Wanko and Gakuto.
ヤマトがすぐ仲直りするっていうのに、眉内たち気にしちゃってさ。なので手を打った。で勝手に仲直り。
Spend enough time with someone and you'll wind up fighting sooner or later. But those fights never last long. This time was no different. Still, I'm proud of you doing something for the family. How about I reward you with a pat to the head?
それより胸を揉んでほしい。
You'd use that as an excuse to go as far as you want, so I have to hold back.
柔らかいけど弾力があって握力が鍛えられるよ。
We talk at cross purposes far too much for us to be a couple.
じゃああとはベッドの中で語り合って補わないと。
No, don't you even think about stripping. Oh geez, now everything feels weird.
なればいい。責任取るよ。それが狙いだし。
I'll think about it.
お友達でじゃない。これもしかして昇格してないかな。
Well, you're sort of starting to occupy my thoughts and all, so...
おお！嬉しさのあまり軽快なステップを踏む幼なじみの図。
That's your happy face?
クールな分体全身で表すよ。でもここでがっついてもよくないから、とりあえずお風呂で体を洗って待ってるよ。
That sure sounds eager to me, but I could sense our relationship was growing. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. This was one of the awful weeks when we still had to come to school on Saturday. And the rising heat only made things worse.
そういえばクリス、2S にあのマルギッタが転入してきてるよね。私もびっくり。来るの早いよね。
ああ、自分の目付け役として派遣されたらしい。早くも馴染んでるみたいだぞ。さすがマルさんだな。
確かに 2S の先民的な連中となら馬合いそう。
今度勝負ふっかけよっと。楽しみだわ。
Oh wait, is Margit, is she the one that was that, like, whatever, that, like, soldier woman or whatever they met in the forest? Or on the mountain or whatever. It's so hot. The perfect sort of day for edamame and beer.
わお、先生アダルト。
You all will come to understand the pleasure of a pint after a hard day's work. Moving on, it has been decided that this year's sports festival will be an aquatic one. Ah, yeah! Screamed the boys in unison. Aquatic, huh? Well, that means it'll be so nice and cool. If only we didn't have to deal with the boys' looks. Gwahaha.
水上？
水着つけて海でする体育祭だから水上体育祭。
なるほど、水着か。
This would be a sports festival I'd be happy to sit on the sidelines of and just watch. At the Kawakami Academy Archery Range, arrow after arrow from Miyako's bow thudded into the bullseye.
よし、鈍ってないな。
Well done, Sheena. Your focus is most impressive of all.
小島先生、今はランニングでクールダウン中では。
I hope to see you here.
なんでしょう。
Yes, I'm sure you'll refuse, so I won't beat around the bush. Your name's come up as a candidate to study abroad in Germany. They're looking for someone to teach archery.
お断りします。行く気が全くありません。
I thought so. Well, I can tell them I asked. And I did want to ask, since I do think it would be good for you.
私のプラスはファミリーのみんなといること。まためんどくさい話を持ってきて。
At moments like this, nothing beat firing a shot. She immediately focused, thoughts of everything else vanishing from her mind. And her arrow hummed through the air straight to the center of the target. 100% accuracy. Literally. Could you find the time soon to examine the freshman?
根本的なことで前も言いましたが。
Being?
私のは弓道というより弓術です。椎名流弓術、いろいろと亜流で弓道と違いますよ。ですから弓道と比べられても困ります。
I'm not asking you to teach them your techniques. You should be able to inspect their performance, even if it is different.
わかりました。見るだけ見ます。
Good. Use your skills to elevate everyone else.
面倒なことを引き受けたな。
The Kawakami Archery Club, 35 members strong. Good, you have run enough.
おうユミ、金貸してくれ。
I have nothing on hand.
ち、ならば用はない。
Momo Senpai always has such a premium-like coolness about her. Musashi Kosugi, she is not one to emulate. I get that, Captain. I'll beat her one day. I'll beat her with my own premium techniques. Kosugi from Class 1S. With a series of duels, she achieved supremacy over the freshman girls. Word was she planned to duel the sophomores next. Hey, that's Yaba-senpai. She's the second prettiest senior after Momo-senpai. And she talks just like a samurai would. Musashi Kosugi's gotta be one of the top 3 cutest freshmen herself. Her? God, this game has some weird... like, I don't know, man. They didn't do a very good job at making the character designs match the the beauty that they always talk about these characters having. Huh. Those lustful jerks. My premium ears can hear whatever gossip they whisper. That is a powerful sense of hearing, yet cast those worries aside. Phew, we arrived. Well done, everyone. Take your break. Sheena-san, you're here. Oh my gosh, this is great. Thanks. I couldn't believe at first that this is what our captain's really like. She says people would make fun of her if she wasn't putting on those airs. Those with the blood of warriors in their veins oft feel they have certain standards to uphold. I do understand the desire. Bloodlines matter. Miyako was shooting once again. She's so silent but deadly. Sheena of the bow and the flesh. I'll have to have her see my premium technique. The club members took their bows in hand. Oh, everyone's eager for you to inspect them.
これを全部指摘していくのか。やっぱりめんどくさい。小島先生の指導とかぶってしまう気もしますので。
Miyako tried to dash out the door. Sheena-senpai, please wait. How do you think I'm doing?
勢いあっていいんじゃない？でも手の内入りすぎ。少し曲がってる。だから的の中央の方に当たらない。
Huh? Oh, you are right. How did my premium hands... Sheena, you're leaving already? You could practice with us if you'd like. I think that would lead to all of us improving.
興味がないので。
But you're so skilled.
弓道は個人技だから気に入っているんだけど、部活動は苦手。
but don't they say that individual training only really bears fruit once you switch over to working as part of a group?
どうでもいいです。
What do we do now? Mwahahaha! Farewell, commoners! A peaceful night to you all! Hyarun! Goodbye! A farewell to you as well.
キャラ作ってる人割と多いな。
Miss Ume, I don't know what to do about Miyako. I mean, I'm fine with her doing what she wants, but I feel like she's setting a bad example for the rest of the club. This is my fault for saying she only had to come when she wanted to. I never expected her to take me that literally. But you said you wanted to handle this. How exactly? I think it's nearly time for me to turn my heart to stone and tell her that no matter how good she is, if she's not willing to be a member of the team, then she's out. It would be a shame to lose her, but sometimes you have to cut your losses. The Kawakami Archery Club had a respectable standing with the prefecture, but if they wanted to make it to nationals, they would have to raise the bar. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop here for tonight. Alright, so yeah, I think I will be back tomorrow with some God of War Ragnarok. So yeah, I might start with Majikoi potentially, or I might just do God of War. But anyway, all right. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.